Chaos has erupted across Britain in a manner that has not been witnessed in generations, causing seismic shifts throughout every institution, from Parliament to Buckingham Palace. The United Kingdom is reeling from what many political experts describe as the most extraordinary electoral upheaval in contemporary British history. In a stunning and unforeseen turn of events, Nigel Farage and Reform UK have surged triumphantly into power, with Farage now assuming the role of Prime Minister following a landslide victory. Welcome to UK News Info, where we strive to bring you comprehensive and accurate coverage of the latest developments shaping Britain. This election result represents far more than a mere change in government. It symbolizes the collapse of an old political order that many believed unassailable. The political establishment, deeply entrenched and historically resilient, has dramatically collapsed, leaving a nation astonished and re-evaluating its political landscape. The Labour Party, long considered a stalwart of British politics, has suffered catastrophic losses. Former Labour strongholds, particularly in the Northern Heartlands, Midlands, and even some parts of London, witnessed a significant shift. Constituencies that have traditionally supported Labour for generations switched allegiance to Reform UK overnight, reshaping the UK's political geography. High-profile Labour figures faced devastating defeats. Angela Rayner, a prominent Labour voice and deputy leader, reportedly exited her constituency count in stunned silence, evading media coverage and public commentary. Former Labour leader Ed Miliband, once central to the party's identity, lost his seat entirely, symbolizing the broader rejection of Labour's policies and leadership. Voters across Britain communicated a clear and unequivocal message: a rejection of traditional politics, disenchantment with established political narratives, and frustration with the status quo. Reform UK, initially viewed as a minor political entity on the fringes, has dramatically transitioned into the ruling party, securing an impressive majority of 74 seats. This is not an accidental or marginal win. Rather, it is a decisive and resounding endorsement by the British electorate, marking an unmistakable shift in public sentiment. However, the seismic shockwave did not solely impact the Labour Party. The Conservative Party, a dominant and influential force within British politics for decades, also suffered staggering losses. Under Rishi Sunak's leadership, the Tories plummeted to unprecedented lows, now projected to hold fewer than 25 seats, figures inconceivable just a few years ago. High-profile Conservative politicians also fell victim to Reform UK's sweeping victory. Suella Braverman, former Home Secretary and an influential figure within Conservative ranks, lost her seat in a surprising upset, signifying a dramatic rejection by constituents. Kem Badenoch, once seen as an ascending Conservative star and potential future leader, now faces a daunting future leading a severely weakened opposition. Surrounded by political wreckage, the implications of this profound electoral shift are reverberating far beyond political circles, extending even into the halls of Buckingham Palace. Insider reports indicate that King Charles III is deeply concerned, receiving hourly briefings as results unfolded. The monarchy's unease is understandable given the unprecedented scale of this political transformation. Constitutional experts within the palace are now closely reviewing emergency protocols, considering potential interventions should legislative turmoil threaten national stability. The ascent of Reform UK under Farage's leadership symbolizes more than just an electoral victory. It represents a total restructuring of Britain's political order, promising extensive institutional reforms. Farage has swiftly communicated his administration's clear and immediate intentions. In his inaugural post-election address, he vowed to implement transformative changes, including dismantling institutional frameworks perceived to have failed the British people. Farage is determined to radically reform the civil service and break decisively from any lingering political ties to the European Union. Despite warnings from established media outlets portraying Reform UK's victory as indicative of rising populism, the reality on the ground tells a different, more nuanced story. This political earthquake wasn't spontaneous. Instead, it was an inevitable consequence of prolonged public dissatisfaction, economic anxiety, and political disenchantment. Many voters express their desire for genuine change, transparency, and accountability, reflecting a long-brewing storm finally unleashed at the ballot box. Remarkably, the makeup of Reform UK's parliamentary representatives diverges significantly from the traditional political class. These new MPs are not predominantly career politicians shaped by prestigious educational institutions and elite party systems. Instead, they are teachers, tradespeople, single parents, military veterans, small business owners, and community activists, ordinary citizens carrying forward extraordinary hopes for a renewed Britain. Their diverse backgrounds promise to bring fresh perspectives and practical solutions to long-standing challenges, resonating deeply with constituents eager for authentic representation. The electoral map has been comprehensively redrawn, tearing apart long-standing political strategies and assumptions. Reform UK's emergence signifies an entirely new political dynamic, reshaping British politics for potentially decades to come. Analysts suggest that this dramatic shift could represent the beginning of sustained political realignment, fundamentally altering Britain's ideological landscape. Farage's promise of sweeping institutional change suggests turbulent times ahead, potentially fraught with legislative battles, fierce debates, and significant policy upheavals. The electorate's bold choice has undoubtedly set the stage for transformative governance, driving home the message that incremental adjustments no longer suffice. In conclusion, Britain stands at a critical juncture, shaped by the unexpected yet decisive rise of Reform UK. The comprehensive defeat of established parties underscores an urgent national demand for political authenticity, governmental transparency, and tangible reforms. This historic election has forever altered the course of UK politics, propelling Nigel Farage and Reform UK into power on a wave of profound public expectation and hope. At UK News Info, our commitment remains steadfast in delivering accurate, transparent, and impartial coverage. Our goal is always to inform, never to mislead. We encourage you, our valued viewers, to engage with us by liking this video, commenting with your insights and opinions, and subscribing to stay informed about further developments. Thank you for joining us in navigating these extraordinary times for Britain.